Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Josh Fan of ShowMeFootball.com and ArrowheadAddict.com, and I'm back again today for a short time so I can give you guys my Super Bowl predictions and just my general thoughts leading up to today's big game. So I want to apologize that I actually haven't been all that active this week. I hope to actually make a few more videos, and the schedule never really worked out, and I had stuff going on. I might be able to share with you guys some of the stuff that I was doing, that I was up to in a little bit, but for now, I'm just going to kind of keep it a secret, but look for maybe an update pretty soon on my channel, or something along those lines about what's going on in my life and how it will affect the channel and everything like that. But yeah, so obviously it sucks that the Chiefs are not in today's game. That's all I could really think about for the past couple weeks while I was on Twitter after the game and just reflecting by myself, like, man, the Chiefs really should have won that game. Like, they should really be in this game. It sucks that they aren't, but it is what it is. You know, it just is what it is. This is one that's going to haunt them for a while. It's going to sting. I get it. It still stings. I quite haven't gotten over the loss yet. Some of you may have, or you may have convinced yourselves that you're over the loss when you really aren't. But, you know, you always have next year. Hopefully this motivates them. I kind of hate saying that, though, because I feel like the Super Bowl loss last year should have motivated them, and now people are saying, oh, they're going to get revenge next year. Well, they should have gotten revenge this year. You don't get two revenge tours. Like, they had their shot to get revenge. Now they're going to have to fight back to kind of be viewed the same way they were after they won in 2019. Because right now they're on a regression. You know, by definition, they're regressing. They won the Super Bowl in 2019, lost in 2020, and they didn't even make it to an appearance this year. So they're regressing, and they just got to focus on getting back, what they got to do to get back, and improving this roster. Because I think this roster had a lot of holes going into the season, and a lot of them lingered all year. And some of those holes are the reason they lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game. Yes, the biggest reason they lost was because Mahomes just melted down, but there were other things in that game that also happened. I'm not going to put it all on one factor. I've already been on my rant, though, and talked about that loss on my channel extensively. We'll move past that, and we'll just kind of get to my thoughts on this matchup and who I think is going to win. So, if any of you have known me for any amount of time, you probably know that I strongly dislike the Rams because I live in St. Louis, and while I've always been a Chiefs fan, I did cheer for the Rams when they were here. I liked when they did well, and you know, they were cool to have around, and I liked going to games and all that good stuff, and they're no longer here. Obviously, they're in Los Angeles, and that's because their owner, Stan Kroenke, completely swindled them despite being from the state of Missouri, growing up in St. Louis. And I actually made a whole video talking about the Rams and St. Louis lawsuit about their relocation. You can find it on my channel. It did super well, and I go in depth on why it was such a big deal and the significance of it. And I don't like the Rams because I think Stan Kroenke is one of the worst owners, not just in football, but in all of sports. There was even a man that committed suicide that left Stan Kroenke in his note because he bought a ranch in which he leased a house on, and Kroenke evicted all the residents, and he didn't have anywhere to go, so he committed suicide, and he blamed Stan Kroenke. And I think just Stan Kroenke is one of the shittiest people in all of sports. He does not deserve success. I understand people are happy for the players. They're happy for Matthew Stafford, and they don't really care who the owner is. I'm sorry, I do, and the likability of the players that actually play for the Rams does not weigh the ownership factor for me. I still hate them, and I still want them to lose. And I don't want to see Stan Kroenke standing up on the stage with a Lombardi trophy and getting a ring. He just doesn't deserve it. He also treats the players like shit. There was even an article with Janoris Jenkins, the former Rams player, when he was with the Rams, and he talked about how the players were not allowed to talk to Stan Kroenke and how he was very nonchalant and he didn't even seem to enjoy owning the team. I just don't like the organization, and I don't want them to win. I also think that we should be rooting for the Bengals in this game. If you're a Chiefs fan, like, yeah, it sucks that you lost to the Bengals, and I know they're kind of annoying in some ways, and the Joe Burrow hype is like totally out of control right now. But they're a deserving team. They are. They were not expected to be here, and they haven't won ever, and they haven't had an appearance in a very long time. They were kind of like the Chiefs, us when in 2019 before we won. Like, it just felt like our year. We were a team of destiny, and we finally all got that Super Bowl we wanted to see in our lifetimes. And the Bengals fan base is getting that right now. Like, they are so happy to be here. They understand how rare this opportunity is, and they have this young quarterback that has finally taken them to potentially the promised land. And that's everything that we went through in 2019. And it's a great feeling, a great experience. And I really do hope it happens for them. And despite them having some arrogant players on roster, like Eli Apple and guys like that, overall, I can deal with that because I like the rest of the team and the aura that they have. So what? They have one unlikable player. I would take rooting for that team over rooting for the Rams and Stan Kroenke. And if it means anything, it would look better for the Chiefs to lose to the Super Bowl champions. If the Bengals become Super Bowl champions tonight, then we could say that we lost to the Super Bowl champions, which looks better than losing to the team who lost the Super Bowl. Small moral victories, right? Sucks we're not playing in this game again because I feel like we could have won. We would have been the favorite. It is what it is, though. I do think the Bengals are a deserving team. And I think that if you're a Chiefs fan, you should be rooting for the Bengals because they're a very good story. And, again, just a deserving fan base and a deserving team. And as much as it sucks that we are not playing in this game, I'm actually kind of glad that I do not have to watch this game with any stress. I have a rooting interest in the game, but, whatever happens. I don't have to stress because the Chiefs aren't playing this game. I can actually go to my family's Super Bowl party and enjoy the game, enjoy the party, because I'm not locking myself in my room watching the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, because I just can't put myself around other people while watching my team play in the biggest game there is. Now, obviously, you guys get the idea who I want to win. I want the Bengals to win, but I'm thinking it's going to be Rams. I just think that their defensive line isn't going to let them off the same way our defensive line did. I mean, they got Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Leonard Floyd. They got so much depth on that defensive line too. The Bengals offensive line, it hasn't changed. It's still terrible. And I expect Joe Burrow to be pretty shell-shocked in this game from all the pressure that he gets. It could even get 2020 Buccaneers versus Chiefs ugly. That's how lopsided it is. I think the Rams are the more balanced team. Their offense can go toe-to-toe with the Bengals, and I think they have the edge on defense. The Bengals' defense actually deserves more credit than it's been getting this playoff run, but they still aren't the Rams' defense. They don't quite have Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and guys like that. We were able to take advantage of the Eli Apple and Trey Flowers matchups, just not enough to win. But if the Rams just play their game, Cooper Kupp and OBJ are going to destroy that secondary. I really am pulling for the Bengals in this game. I think it would be cool for them to win. I just feel like everything is pointing towards the Rams. Plus, it's a home game in their home stadium. I understand that Rams fans don't really show up, and I don't expect there to be a ton of Rams fans at this game, but they're still playing at the stadium that they're comfortable in, and most of the crowd is going to be like celebrities and just like rich people who, they're the only ones that could afford the tickets. It's not going to be totally lopsided in the stands. So I got the Rams winning this game. I'm going to go 33-17 Rams because I just think the Bengals don't match up. I think they're overmatched in this game. I just can't pick against the Rams with Matthew Stafford, who is just, I'm sure, is itching to get that Super Bowl on his resume. He's a more experienced quarterback than Joe Burrow, and he's never really gotten to taste this playoff success after being with Detroit for so many years. I just think it's going to be the Rams winning this one. Even though I don't want it to be, I got the Rams winning. But I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts about this game? Who do you think is going to win? Do you agree, disagree with anything I said? Let me know down in the comments. All that being said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so more Chiefs fans can find this. And make sure you check out my work on showmefootball.com and arrowheadaddict.com. And I will see you in the next one.